What's happening, fellas? Today we're doing a move called the Sunrise Transfer. Here is what it looks like. That's the move. Here is a slow-mo. Alright, so an interesting thing about this move is that it involves both hands, but starting with one hand, starting with the other hand, I think they're both equally hard because there's hard parts on either side of the equation. So I'd recommend you start off the way I am and maybe switch. We're probably going to switch halfway through to starting with the other hand and working on some parts with your dominant hand. But anyways, you're going to start the trick off in your dominant hand, holding the bite handle pinched in a standard pen grip. And you're going to begin this trick by doing a simple Y2K. All right, around your thumb, you're going to catch the safe handle, wind up here. From this position, what you're going to do is you're going to take your offhand, you're going to put your palm, so my hand is like probably right in the middle of my chest here, and my palm is facing upwards towards my face. Right, so it's like right facing up towards my face. From here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to curl my last 4 fingers, leaving just my index finger and my thumb out like so. From here, so I've done the Y2K with my right hand. My left hand is in this position here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the safe handle here. I'm going to hit the back of my index finger right about here. Right, so pretty high up. Nothing crazy or nothing, but right about there. That's where you want to hit. I'm going to hit, and what's going to happen is you're going to see the bite handle wraps around the index finger on my offhand, like so. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to extend it outwards and you're going to pinch. And at this point you're going to remove your dominant hand. Alright, so now I've got the knife pinched by the bite handle with my index finger in the middle finger on the outside, like so. From here, all you're going to do is you're going to begin this trick by doing a 180 basically with your palm. So you're going to take your palm, you're going to internally rotate it 180 degrees so it's facing downwards. Right? So before it was facing towards my face, now it's facing directly away from my face. So the back of my hand is pointing at my face. From here, all you're going to do is you are going to take your fingers, which are pointed kind of upwards at a 45-degree angle, and you're going to point them downwards at a 45-degree angle to the point where, you can see that here. So your fingers are pointed upwards, you're going to point them downwards to the point where the handle falls out of the way, right? So now I've got the knife pinched by the bite handle, right? Index here, middle here, safe handle is hanging down. From here, what you're going to do is you are going to do a forwards push with your whole arm, and you're going to push out in such a way that the safe handle, which is hanging down, is going to go forward and hit your index finger. And from here, you're going to just grab onto the safe handle, go into a Chaplin. I'll get into that later. I'm going to go over that whole thing one more time here really quick. So, once again, right, bite handle, you do a roll, your palms towards you, this L shape here. You're going to hit the back of your index finger. You're going to extend your middle finger. You're going to release with your offhand. You're going to do a 180 with your palm. You're going to point your fingers downwards to the point where the safe handle falls away. And then you're going to extend your arm forward. So the safe handle is fallen here. You're going to extend your arm forward to the point where the safe handle hits your index finger. Something like this. You're going to take your palm, go into a Chaplin. So that's going to be pretty hard to figure out at first. But a really, really good way to learn, actually, is now to do the trick again, except start with your left hand and then transfer to your right hand. You might think, what the heck, like we're just switching up right now. But the thing is, the hardest part of this move, right, is the part that happens in your left hand, like the big twist and around. And that's a lot easier with your dominant hand, right? So to practice, let's go to the other hand. Once again, right, bite handle, left hand. You're going to do a Y2K. You're going to catch, palm towards you, right, with your fingers out. Hit the back of your index finger. You're going to extend your middle finger. You're going to turn your palm away from you. And I'm sure you'll find this to be way easier with your dominant hand. You're going to point your fingers downwards, and you'll note, like even here, like it's already fallen. I don't know why that is exactly, but that's nice. And then you're going to do a forwards push and a catch. Whew. Now, you'll note when you're actually doing this trick, let's do it with my dominant hand here. When you're actually doing this trick, it's not necessarily like a 180-degree turn and then straight down and then forward, right? It's a little bit more fluid than that. And so what usually happens, right, is it hits your finger, you do the outwards turn, and instead of going straight down, you kind of go down in a C motion, right? And then you can go forward, and you can go into the Chaplin. So what that'll look like, right, is if you do it right, is something like that. So I added on the end. Let me take off the end part there for you. All right, so it'll look something like that. Let me do it with my other hand. Something like that, all right? So I just replayed this video and watched it, and I noticed that when I do this on my offhand, it sounds like I'm hitting my middle finger here. So let me get another angle on that, because I'm actually, it's the sound of silence here. It's the sound of, that's what it is. That's happening. Don't hit your fingers with this one because you're going to get wrecked. So the key to this one when you're actually doing it is you're going to do, instead of going straight down, basically you do a little bit of a sideways motion. I think that'll come pretty naturally if you're just trying not to get cut. But it'll look something like that when you're done. And even though it sounds like it, it's not hitting my middle finger, of course. So that's a little bit slow. And even me, like I find my offhand has trouble. So I'm pretty good with my dominant hand with whatever, but my offhand usually is a little bit jerky on that one. Okay, so now tips for the part after that. So you've done the Y2K, you've done the hit, you've done the palm out, the fingers down, the forward. You're in this position here, right? So your fingers are pointed downwards, you're pinching the bite handle, the safe handle has hit your finger, and from here what you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, whatever hand it is, so in this case it's my dominant hand, and you might think if you're going to go into a Chaplin, you just want to put one finger on there and just let her rip, basically. But the best way to do this is to put your whole hand, and think of catching this with your whole hand. That's going to be a lot more precise, and you're going to be a lot less likely to get cut or stick your finger in the wrong spot if you think of just trying to grab the whole handle. And from here, what you're going to do is, once you've grabbed the whole handle, you're just going to use your offhand here kind of as a little bit of a pulley or something here, where you can pull it and you can slam the back of the blade into your index finger with some force there. And from here, if you know how to do the Chaplin, which you should, that'll be in the description, you just go basically into a standard, straight from open, right into a Chaplin, right? So basically what happens is, you do the roll, you go around, you come here, your finger goes on the front, you hit your finger, the spin starts, right? And as the spin starts, you release it from your fingers, it goes over your fingers, and what do you know, you're into a Chaplin, like so. And so what that'll look like, right, is something like this, just like so. Now, on the other hand, right, you'll notice, right, this one, when I do it with my left hand, it's a little bit sloppy in the twist, and that's just because my offhand is not the best, but I'm working on it. And you'll notice when I'm doing the other side, right, it's the Chaplin. Whoa. Oh, I did just get cut there. But that's what happens, right? So anyways, I'm trying to show off here, but the point is the Chaplin, or maybe that was an all right one. The point is you have to work on both hands, basically. And here's some fresh, you can't see it. Let's see if I can show it off. Just a little guy there. Wait. Yeah. Some fresh blood for all y'all. There we go, fellas. That's the move. Hope you guys like this one. If your offhand sucks, I'm going to link a bunch of transfer tutorials and stuff in the description, because those will really help you, and I've got quite a few up now. So good luck with this one, guys. Hope you liked it. Peace.